What's up, gamers? My name is Grant, and if you're anything like me, you've been eagerly anticipating a good MMO to sink your teeth in for a long time now. Among the sea of MMOs that are actively making themselves worse, launching paid alphas that barely even work, or abandoning their studios altogether, I've discovered a game that I can only describe as a love letter to the MMOs of the 2000s, when a lot of us got into this genre in the first place. Over the past few weeks, I've been having a ton of fun with SpiritVale, and I even started getting into content creation purely because of this game. I've been thinking a lot about why this game drew me in. After all, it's a playtest for a game that launches in early access in 2026. Why am I and so many others so drawn to it? In this video, I hope to answer that question for you. Most importantly, and why I keep coming back and playing this game, the actual gameplay just feels good. Combat is smooth and snappy, the abilities feel good and look cool, the sound of enemies being hit is addicting, and your moment-to-moment gameplay has real implications on your efficiency. Playing well does yield better results and more items. One of the most unique qualities of SpiritVale is its social aspect, something that has dramatically changed in MMOs and gaming in general in the past 20 years. SpiritVale encourages playing together and working together. A lot of modern MMOs align incentives for players. They'll give you activities that require player cooperation, but oftentimes introduce systems designed to be zero-sum. We both run a dungeon or raid together, and only one of us gets a piece of loot. In SpiritVale, partnering with another player has a 20% additive loot and EXP bonus, where a party with full size of 8 has a multiplier of 240% increased EXP and loot. Importantly, this loot is distributed equally among all players in the group. Everyone just sort of accepts that what they get is what they get. This might seem like a small deal to some of you watching, but this design choice has a huge impact on how people view each other in the world. Rather than viewing them as competition, they're viewed as potential allies. It encourages cooperation and has directly led to me making friends in the game and leveling with other players. I then went on to make actual friendships with these players, and we have cooperated in ways that never would have happened if the game didn't nudge us in the right direction initially. This game design decision deliberately pushed us along and led to us becoming friends, something that most modern MMOs are really bad at. As you've seen in some of the gameplay so far, the town is a lively zone where people are hanging out. It evokes games like web fishing, where it's simultaneously a game and a chat room. As an example, people I know will often hang out in front of this house over here, like Spear, who's currently producing music on Twitch. The game helps facilitate its social aspects with emotes built in, similar to MapleStory. Even the shops have a personal touch. Here's my friend Reskin's shop, who always sells over here, and others who just have fun names. One of the first things I said when playing this game was, how am I nostalgic for a game I've never played? Not only do they do a great job with the art and overall design, but the music is incredible and really sets the atmosphere. On top of that, the game has an intricate economy, so much so that I made an 18-minute video about it that you should check out if you're interested. Finally, the builds have a lot of depth, and there's a lot of room to be creative, with new builds and approaches to classes constantly being iterated on the Discord and in-game. My first ever YouTube video is a build guide for this game where I showcase the many layers of build crafting in SpiritVale. Every build has a unique approach to offensive scaling, defensive scaling, gear, cards, skills, and stats. Amazingly, this game is developed by one person, our main man Phil. SpiritVale launched its playtest in 2025, but somehow Phil has been blazing through updates and improvements to the game. I've only been playing for 2 weeks, and I've seen a new class, 3 new endgame zones with a ton of loot and new bosses, numerous balance changes, quality of life changes, and bug fixes, with another class dropping in the near future. Phil is also very transparent with his roadmap, game systems, and future ideas for classes in the game. SpiritVale is incredibly charming in its presentation and design, with fun, cooperative gameplay. I truly think there's something here for anyone who's drawn to MMORPGs. It's so refreshing to see an MMO that is such a labor of love and to be part of this game's community and growth. This game will never be pay to win or introduce predatory systems. I'm confident that the future of this game is very bright, with endless scaling group content, PvP, guilds, and many new classes coming out ahead of its early access launch in mid-2026. But for now, you can join us on the playtest for free on the Steam page. Hop in and start asking folks questions when you're confused. I'm sure someone will be happy to help you get started.